welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things emo scene and everything in between. Today I am back and we are doing a story time so I can tell you all about my very first concert experience. I want to preface this video by saying this was not specifically my very first concert, and the reason I say not like my very first concert is because I had gone to like a festival beforehand, but this was not like any other sort of show I'd ever been to or any sort of show that I've gone to since, to be honest. This was my first metal show or post-hardcore or literally any sort of concert like that, and so this was like my first opportunity to kind of get into the scene and be in a show like that, and so it was very, very exciting. But my very first concert that I went to that was like all of the music that I listen to now was the House Party Tour. If my memory is correct, I believe the House Party Tour was in 2012 or 2013, one of those years. But it was a concert that included bands like The Wonder Years, Pierce the Veil, my favorite, absolute favorite, All Time Low, and A Day to Remember. So those four bands were performing and it was absolutely amazing getting to see them perform, but that was my very first concert experience. We got our tickets like a couple weeks ahead of time. You didn't have to worry about them being sold out. It was general admission. It was a very small venue compared to like a giant venue now that like Pierce the Veil would play or A Day to Remember would play. And in general, it was just a very easy experience getting tickets. So we just got our tickets online. I think I paid no more than $40 for tickets. There's no way I paid more than $40 for tickets. After fees, probably no more than $40 for tickets to see all of these bands. And so we got our tickets a couple weeks ahead of time and we went. So obviously the ticket experience was different because, you know, we're able to get tickets then so easily. Now you have to like fight for your life to get tickets if you want to go to a show. But in general, also the experience of showing up was different. Now you would show up to a concert like maybe hours in advance if you wanted to get to the front. But we popped up at the concert like 30 minutes beforehand and people were just walking in. It was very casual. There was not a lot of rush. It was definitely a very different atmosphere than what you'd experience today at most shows. But it was very nice. So we get in, it's obviously very crowded. We go into this room. It honestly feels like a high school dance at first because it's just like you're all standing in there and the lights are on and it's just like, okay, we're waiting. And then the lights dim down and all of a sudden you're like in the show. And so the Wonder Years had opened. I was not very familiar with them. They were playing and I was just jamming and enjoying time with my friend. And we were just like playing around as far as like listening to music and taking pictures and videos and talking to people around us. So there were seats here for people to go and sit down, but we obviously were standing for most of the time that we were at the concert. And we did get separated because as the other bands started to play and we were listening to songs that we love, we were really getting into it. And so we actually started crowd surfing. So I was crowd surfing, people were like lifting me up. I was like going through the crowd. It was great. It was kind of crazy because sometimes you would fall and it would be a little scary at first. But it was also just super fun to like go and like experience that, especially because you get all the way to the front and you see your artists and like they see you, and it's just a very, very cool experience to have that, especially to your favorite songs too. Like I got to crowd surf while Bulletproof Love was playing. Like that is top tier experience of my life. But it was just actually so cool and so amazing. During this time, we do get separated, me and my friend that I did go with, but we were okay. We were texting each other during it. It was kind of hard to kind of stay together while you're crowd surfing, obviously, like you're moving through the crowd, and I didn't really want to give up my spot that I was in, and then it was just kind of difficult to be able to get to where each other was and just kind of like figure out what we were doing. But overall, it was a fun experience until it wasn't, because obviously it couldn't have been absolutely perfect. That would be crazy. And I was robbed. Now, I don't know the specifics of how I was robbed. You would think that during all of the crowd surfing, that would be at the point that I would lose my wallet, because during that point, I did lose my shoe. I had on a pair of Converses and 100% came home with one of those shoes. The other one gone for, could not find it. But my wallet I still had at the end of crowd surfing, but for whatever reason, when I was dancing between songs and like after I'd finished crowd surfing but before the show had ended, at some point my wallet disappeared, and I'm not even sure what happened. I know that I was really young to be at a concert because I had to be probably like 14 when I was at this concert, so I'm pretty young compared to a lot of the other people there, so it's definitely possible that I was robbed. But even if I wasn't robbed in the matter that they took it out of my pocket, 100% someone picked it up and snatched it, because I went all over the place looking for this wallet, trying to find it, because it had my merch money in it, and I wanted to get Pierce the Veil merch, or like actually I wanted to get tour merch in general, but like I did not have any money. Like my money was in that wallet, and my wallet was just gone for done. I meet up with my friend at the end of the show. We're like looking around trying to find my wallet. We can't find it. We're talking to people. They don't have no idea. Like they haven't seen it. We're trying to find my other shoe too, because like I don't have that either. Can't find that. It's a very devastating night in terms of me being able to find my stuff. And my friend who has money, who is like, oh, I'm going to get several shirts. I was like, hey, since I lost my wallet, can you buy me a shirt please for this concert? I will pay you back. And she said no. This is why we're not friends anymore. Not particularly, but it's things like this. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a good friend. Like, I'd buy you a shirt. If I had money, I would buy you a shirt. If we were at a show together, trust and believe, if we were there and you lost your wallet and you were like, oh my God, I love this band and now I cannot get a shirt, I'm so bummed, and I had the money and you were like, oh, I'll pay you back, literally, I'd be like, bet, no problem. No, not even an issue, non-negotiable, I would do it. I was so upset because I thought I wasn't going to get a shirt. But I also can't drive, so my parents are picking me up from this concert. And when my parents pick me up, thankfully, they are super duper cool, and they buy me a concert shirt. Before I even tell them I lost my wallet and I get in the car, they have a concert shirt there for me. And I'm like, oh my goodness, thank you, parents. Wow. I recognize that not everybody can relate to the fact that their parents would be so supportive as to literally go out of their way to get you a concert shirt, not even knowing that you didn't even get a shirt, but just like assuming that you would want one on their way to pick you up. Like, I understand most parents would not do that. And I'm not even trying to brag, but it's like, I have to tell you that happened. Like, they went out of their way to do it. Like, I have to literally tell somebody, obviously. But they did that, and it was very cool. Overall, the concert experience was salvaged because of that. But like, I cannot imagine having like that great time and wanting to commemorate with a shirt and then not even have a shirt to be able to do that with, because your friend won't help you out, because you lose your wallet, because you're having way too good of a time. Like, what a way to be, but oh my goodness, it would have been terrible. I just got up and went on a scavenger hunt to try and find this shirt, and I cannot find it, which is super frustrating because I want to be able to show it to you all, to be like, hey, here is said shirt. Let me look again. If I find it in the future, I'm literally going to show you, and I'm going to be like, hey, look back at this video and then look at this shirt and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, because I cannot find it. Anyways, that's a wrap as far as my concert experience, but I have to tell you guys about it because I cannot believe how cheap the tickets were. I cannot believe how easy getting in was. Like, the line was nothing. Like, the amount of time I spent actually going, nothing. Like, the actual experience itself, like getting to really be involved in the concert, so much fun. Nowadays, people don't want to like dance or like move or crowd surf or do any of those fun things. Like, it's just very different from how it used to be. So I really appreciate getting to go during that time. It was very, very cool. But yeah. Anyways, if you like videos like this, make sure that you leave a like on this video and you subscribe to my channel and turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when I post. Also, make sure that you comment below and tell me what your first concert was, or whether or not you like my story time videos. I'd love to know. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head on out. Remember to stay safe and make good choices, and remember that you're awesome. I love you guys. Mwah.